The GTR, and I basically got one full coat on the main body, the front end, and the rear and the front end of the GTR. And I'm letting this dry. I'm gonna probably later on today I'll put in I'll go out and do another coat, and then probably do about 2-3 coats, and I should be quite satisfied with the color. And everything should be covered even, and then we can go back into I always spray the inside of the car, just make sure that I get everywhere that it should be, and we'll get that accomplished too. But anyway, it's pretty dry, but I like to let it sit, and then after we get it painted, it's going to sit for a couple days, because I really just can't touch wet paint here at the BHP body shop. So there is that. Anyway, trying to get the back here almost done. You can tell where I get for not spraying, doing light coats, which that's the way I do things. I like them light. I don't like them. I don't like to do heavy coats. But anyway, I'm going to get that accomplished today, and then after that, we can pretty much start. I got to mask one thing, and that's the rear spoiler here. It should be black. I should have left it off, but I got ahead of myself here, but that's not a problem. But anyway, painting duty continues on the GTR. The Brady Bunch cuda, I got a couple spots I got to touch ups, like right through here, no big deal. Second coat's done. I ripped off some of the tape on the bumpers that I need to because I needed to see where I needed to finish painting, and then I want to probably rip the rest off, and then touch up a few little areas. I did get the top painted white. That's the way we're going to do it, since it is a RC car, and all I got to do now is paint the trim on the sides around the windows, and I'll be pretty much done with it. Just a few little things, and then we're almost done with the cuda. It does look dark blue, but once you get the, once you get lights on it, it gets the nice color. And then once you, especially get it outside, it'll really play. It'll be more of like the color in the show. But anyway, that's close as we're gonna get, and we're almost done at wrapping it up. Just a couple more days on it, and we'll be good to go. The cuda chassis. Now the hubcaps, I was going to do basically almost like a dome hubcap, and I got thinking, well, that's kind of more trouble than it's worth here, and this thing's going to be moving, so I wanted to keep it simple, just in case this thing actually ever crashed or lost a hubcap. So I just took some styrene and cut out a circle, and I epoxied them down. I got them all on 4 sides here, and just painted them just a little bit of silver. I got to go back over, do a little bit more, and I think that would be that'll be sufficient, and it'll just make it just give it a little character. Plus, it'll if it ever falls off or anything, it can be replicated with just basically a piece of plastic, or even cardboard if you want to get down to it. I mean, just easy way to fix it. I always like to try to keep ahead of that when stuff when it has moving parts. I mean, you can't really make a static model. You can, but you can't. It's one of those things. But anyway, I think that'll work out just fine. The refit, basically, I got one rod cut, and I got it inserted to a point. Why is that hanging there? Oh, come on. Oh, well, anyway, I got it to a point here, and I'm basically getting ready to. I'm going to get that glued on and get that clamped down, and get the pylons glued back together. I really shouldn't have. It took me forever to pry them back apart to get that rod in. I shouldn't have glued them together, but I did. But anyway, we have to live with that. But anyway, I'm going to get that accomplished, hopefully today or tomorrow, and then get the other side mirrored. And then what I want to do is get the brass rod for the pylon here, so it can be the female fitting part. Get that epoxy in, let that sit, and then I basically just want to get all the main wires in so I can work my way up through the neck and then the saucer. But that's my my game plan, but it will probably change. The Grand Torino, I'm pretty much done with it. I shot it with a crystal clear, just to give it a semi-gloss look. I finished painting the trim on it, touched up a few little black areas, got the plate on it, went ahead and painted the bottom, just basically a flat black. Not really, I mean, I didn't go over completely. You can still see a little bit of brown, which, you know, it's going to be on the ground, so you're not going to really see it. Finished, did a little dry brushing on the Gran Torino symbols there, door handles, and the only thing I got to do, and I haven't done it yet, I'm going to do it today, and that's I got to paint the little turn signals on the side of the cars, yellow and red, and I'll be good to go on that. So we'll do try to finish that up today. We'll do some pretty pictures, and we'll put that on the social media places. So that'll be should be hopefully later today. If not, it'll be this week. The hearse and the ambulance, I haven't started them yet. I gotta make sure we are on the same page before I begin, because they are sealed kits, and I don't like to rip them open once before I know what we are going to do. But anyway, that is what I've got going today. I'm hoping to have a shed update. We didn't get hardly no ice or anything, but we are misting, raining. But we'll tip gets up a little bit, I'll go out there and we'll do a little bit of a shed update. That's my game plan anyway. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. We are finishing up the Gran Torino. Painting the body of the GTR, putting some hubcaps on the Brady Bunch chassis, and we are painting the white top and painting the body of the Brady Bunch. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.